Alright, so this is just a quick overview of what we did in class today. So we... my pointer, I can't see. There we go. Alright, so we did on page 38 of your notebook, we have the 3.2 notes glued in. On page 39, you're going to answer the review questions for 3.2. We have a graded work paper that is due today. I'll post that as an assignment in Teams, so people will be able to access it. Mineral groups on CK12 is also due today. Remember, CK12s, I check those on Friday, so if you don't finish it in class, you have homework. Okay, you need to finish those before Friday. Alright, so let's take a look at what we did today. So let me open up here. So we took a look at these notes. A substance, in order for a substance to be a mineral, it must be naturally occurring. That just means that it can be found in nature. It's not grown by an organism. It's not created by humans. It is just found naturally in the world. It has to be inorganic, which means it is not from a living thing. So a snail's shell is not inorganic. It is in fact organic, and so it can never be a mineral as it is. It has to be a crystalline solid, so it has to be a crystal shape that is a geometric pattern that repeats over and over again, and it has to be a solid. So liquid water is not a mineral, but technically ice out in a lake during the winter is a mineral. It's a solid, it has a crystal shape, is inorganic, and it's naturally occurring. Okay? And it has to have a characteristic chemical composition. Well, ice is just H2O, so that's a characteristic chemical composition. Now, your ice cube in your freezer is not a mineral because humans made that. We divide elements or minerals based on their chemical composition. Native elements are things like silver, copper, gold. They're just one element. A silicate contains the silica tetrahedron. Phosphates contain the phosphate tetrahedron. Carbonates contain carbonate, one carbon atom with 3 oxygens. A halogen, you should be familiar with the halogens because in 8th grade you should have learned about group 17. Group 17 is called the halogens. Alright, so let me... it's not letting me highlight them, but group 17 right here is they're the most reactive nonmetals. And when one of these guys bond with a metal, that's when you have a halide. Oxides are a metal combined with oxygen. So like iron oxide, aka rust, is a mineral. Sulfates are sulfur and oxygen, and sulfides are a metal with sulfur but no oxygen. Alright, so now this would be on your left-hand page if you glue it in or if you write it in. If you're at home for an extended amount of time, you might write it in. Right? And then 3.2 questions, whoops, went too far. These questions would be answered on your right-hand page. Okay? Now, alright, so this is the mineral practice. Now, these questions came from the lesson reviews that you should be doing in your notebook. This was turned in for a grade, so if you're absent, you need to make this up. So you can either wait and get a copy when you come back to school, or you can answer on a sheet of paper or an email and send it to me that way. So how is an atom different from an ion? Identify the 3 subatomic particles. Describe each subatomic particle. how is a molecule different from an element? In which type of bonding are electrons shared? Which type of bonding are electrons given or taken? And which type of bond is stronger? So that's the graded assignment that's due today. If you need to, you can email me the answers and we'll go from there.